here. Come here. You little shit. Bo, real talk. You're about to get your ass beat. Like, come on. Bo, what do you have? Come here. Come here. Let me see. You should not chew on that. I have to. Bo, give it to mama. Give it to mama. Give it to mama. Give it. Give it to mama. Okay, you're stuck in here. You're gonna be by yourself now. You're gonna be by yourself, son. Sorry. Bo is misbehaving. So, having a beer. Hey, Chris, what's up? I didn't know how to talk about an uncircumcised thing without, like when I monetize, I have a good feeling that will, yeah. Hey, Toya. You know, my cousin's name is Toya, and I love her to bits. An unpeeled carrot. I actually just started like writing down all of like my dating experiences, and I realized like, wow, I am making a mess with dating, real talk. Hi, Victory Begins in the Garden. Yes, my cousin Toya is the shit. I love her so much. Whoa, I'm watching Satanic Panic, and it's pretty funny. I've never seen it before. I actually got a horror box one time, a horror subscription box. I think I got it twice. And I had some stuff from Satanic Panic, but I didn't, it was a loot crate, like their horror one, but I had troubles getting it. So I was like, yeah. How's everybody doing? Are you guys doing all right out here? Are you making it? Are you surviving? Like, I took the most hardcore ass nap because I have been working this entire time. Texas is not doing so well with how we're handling this, or how the governor is handling it. So I have been going to work every day. It has been incredibly stressful going to work because when I go outside, it's like at work. Okay, so I work in downtown Dallas. So the thing that's weird about that is when I am out there, it's like I'm on the 18th floor. I'm used to looking down and seeing people everywhere and cars and traffic. Oh, I have these blue light tint glasses on. I'm sorry. But like they're supposed to help me with the blue light. But I'm used to seeing all that shit, and there's like nothing. You know what I mean? Like I don't see any of it. And it's like that's the thing that striking home, and the stress of like the whole week just hit me, and I assed out. Hi, Feffy. Michelle, you're losing your shit. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Come on, dude. Are you done? Are you done misbehaving? Come on. Okay. This guy is up to his old shit. Buddy, I don't know why he insists on like trying to be like on top of me all the time. But Bo, I'm gonna take your clothes off and you're gonna freak out. His collar is his clothes. Do you ever say that to your dog? Like, I'm gonna take your clothes off. The other day, I straight up told him like was misbehaving, and I was trying to. He doesn't like my Swiffer because it's like the Swiffer vacuum. He doesn't like either one of them, and he barks at him. And I looked at him and I said, "I'll give you something to bark about." And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm turning into my mom." Oh, now you want to be camera shy? Yeah. So, oh my gosh, you guys, how fucking cute is he? Bo says hi, Feffy. He's like, hello, everybody. Yeah, Michelle, I think that's the weirdest thing about all of this. If I'm going to be honest, like I didn't really want to talk about this because I'm trying to like not have everything be about this shit, but it's kind of hard for it to not be because everything is about this shit. Like you can't go anywhere. And it's all about this, and it's very stressful. I feel like the South is the last part of the country to get on board, literally since forever. Here in Kentucky, they're like, whatever. But yes. Okay. So, Toya, here's the thing. The problem with the South is that a lot of what we do out here, if you like, and it's really hard being blue in the South, but a lot of the problems with the South is that they genuinely our governments are always just so on this, like, we're independent, and Texas is really bad about that. Like, we're independent. I don't know how many of you know this about Texas, but Texas is Texas is the only state that is allowed to fly its state flag as high as the American flag. So if you want to know about Texas, that's Texas. I'm going to take these off for reals. Oh my God, these are actually kind of amazing. Wait, hold up. Oh my God. Wait, never mind. The blue light glare is like fucking strong with this. I got these in a pop sugar box. So I should probably turn on more light because I didn't realize I was as dark as I am. Hey, Kelsey. But yeah, so in the South, the issue is that our governments are very like they're all very pro-business, fuck the people, fuck your insurance. So it's very stressful because you're just looking around at all these other states that seem to be doing shit right and like making people stay home and closing down the businesses, the restaurants. And then you're like in Texas and it's like, I'm still driving to work. So, Feffy, my country is stage 4 and people are protesting at home for a total quarantine, but also some people don't give a fuck and I'm so annoyed. I know, Kelsey, I really wasn't going to. I honestly wasn't going to go live. I was like, it's late. Nobody cares. And then I was like, And then I started the setup and then Bo started misbehaving and I was going to turn it off and then people popped in and I was like, oh, okay, well, hello. But yeah, it's just, and here's the other hard part. And I don't want to be like a complaining ass bitch. But another hard part is that so many people are like, this is what I'm doing during the quarantine. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to quarantine. I haven't quarantined. I've literally been out in the world every single day without a choice. Then I've been getting this cough and I started stressing about it because obviously like I'm already in that like crew of people because I smoke like a friggin' idiot. Yes, I'm working on it. It's the last thing. I had actually quit before, and then I started going through a divorce, and I quit for a year, and I started going through a divorce and needed something, so I did that as opposed to I don't really do drugs, so there's that. Thank you for forgiving me, Kelsey. Lives are so useful right now. We can't go see our friends, but we can still hang out with them. Yeah, that's the thing is I'm like, the quarantine part of it has the opposite effect on me because look at your face. I am hardcore. Like I'm in my house. I actually have not been able to put up my laundry, so there's a big fucking mess of it behind me, but I'm always in my house anyway. Like I go out once in a while with my mom or people that I really, really trust because I have like massive social anxiety and it stresses me out to really be like out in the world. That's like I recharge in my house. And so that would have been nice for me. Instead, I'm like having to go out into the world every day and like I hate it so much. My husband has to go to work and he started coughing tonight. I'm like, bitch, Lysol. I know. So okay. They were sold out of my normal brand of terror. And so I had to get a different, well, not brand, but my normal terror. And I had to get a different terror. And it is like giving me like the massive coughs. Plus the temperature dropped like 30 degrees between yesterday and today. Yesterday, it was 80 degrees. Today, it was 50 degrees. So like my whole life is just, it got all messed up. And that's the other thing that sucks about this is like, damn, it's allergy season, yo. Like you can't have a sniffle or a cough and everybody's like, ah. I am a vapor and stopped for months, but guess who is vaping and smoking? Me. I refuse to vape. There's no laws and there's no regulation, and I panic about that. And I know people are like, but you smoke. I know, but I know what's in that. I have no idea the long-term effects of whatever vaping is going to cause, and I'm very concerned about it. So my actual plan is to quit smoking. I normally don't talk about it, but maybe y'all help hold me accountable. My actual plan is to quit smoking for my 40th birthday. So like I'm gonna smoke on my birthday, and then after that I'm not gonna smoke. I live in California, and I had been going to work every day until yesterday. It's weird. Any little sneeze has me paranoid. I know, that's what's so stressful, is it's like if you sniff, you're like, and then you're like, do I got Miss Rona? Miss Rona? Hello? Okay, never mind. Everything's fine. I lived in Houston for a year and it flooded 4 times. They need to get it together. They really do. Man, it's so frustrating because like, so in my building, we're all like, those of us who are still being forced to go to work, well, not forced, but well, yeah, forced. But those of us who are still being forced to actually go into work and we could telecommute, we're all just like looking at each other like, the fuck? The actual fuck? Like we're all complaining. Plus, you learn all the good secrets when you smoke. That's the thing about smoking. You learn all the good secrets about everyone in the building. I quit smoking a month ago, and all this stress makes me crave them so bad. And that's what happened. So, when my marriage broke up in 2016. Well, officially broke up in 2016. It had been dead for about 6 years at that point, but it officially broke up in 2016. And I moved out, of course. I moved out, and I had quit smoking for a year, but the stress of going through all that was just moss. So I ended up smoking again, and I haven't quit since then because logistics is mega stressful. My old job was mega, 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 mega stressful. So, I was like, I had planned on quitting a lot sooner, but I didn't get to. It's crazy how bad it is. It's so eerie outside. I have lived through many hurricanes and never seen a shit like this. I know. And you know what I just realized is like didn't Tennessee just have some shiesty ass tornadoes? Like, and then this, like they're getting hit hard as fuck. Smoking is so hard to kick. It is. And it's not even just like the mouth thing. It's like now we're like this little community. Nobody wants us around and we huddle together with each other. We're all like, oh, so terrible. But I have been legit, like, so if any of you like karaoke during this quarantine, there is a super fun app that I used to do a lot more, but haven't been able to do as much. Let me find it. Like, it was called Sing Something. Well, fuck, did I delete it? It's called Sing Something. Sing. Let me look for it. It's called Sing. Like, I feel like I don't feel like I deleted it, but it's like it's not on my phone anymore. It was a karaoke app, and I used to like ball on that bitch, and now it doesn't seem to be here anymore. I'm currently, doing everything that I can to not just like panic buy all the makeup, you know what I mean? Just like blow my money and be like, who even cares? I don't have the app anymore. That's super weird. Like, it's just gone. I swear I had it. I'm going to see if it's in here. But I like loved that app. If it's gone, I don't know what to do. Because I'm like, what the hell happened here? Smule. That's what it's called. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is I was calling the app the wrong thing. So there's an app called Smule. If you like karaoke, you can do it without like video if you want to, but you can also do video. And I think my name on there is Audra Rowdy Girl, like my old school YouTube name. And you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to, as long as you do duets with people. So the karaoke it's almost all duets. So as long as you duet with people, you don't have to you don't have to pay for the app at all. Your sweatshirt, chewy.com. I used to buy my pups food from there. I used to work there. I liked it, actually. I actually really liked working there. My old boss was the shit. Then I got another boss, and he was like, she was awesome. There was only one supervisor there I completely couldn't stand. He was this Cajun dude, and he was like a wet noodle, so I didn't like him. It's like, it's bad, but you just keep doing it. I know. I love karaoke when I'm drunk. I legit cannot sing, but alcohol convinces me I can. This shit almost makes me glad I've been unemployed right now. First, it was scary to go out because protests and subway stations being burnt. And oh my God, are you serious, Feffy? Hey, inside the makeup drawer. I panicked bought all the ramen. Kelsey, fuck yeah. I don't smoke, but when I worked in an office, I used to hang out with the smokers because they were more talkative. So here's the thing. So victory begins in the garden. The thing about, even if you don't smoke, guys, I'm going to give you a secret. Hang out with the smokers. They know everything. And like, they know everything about everyone everywhere. I don't know how or why, but they know everything. I think it's because they're always like passing people. So they just find everything out. Did someone say panic buying makeup? I did, girl. And I'm serious. I'm like sitting here like, well, I mean, I don't have any food. That's a whole other mess in and of itself. I actually don't have any food because I've had to work. So while everybody was panic buying all the food, I don't have any food. My mom's going to try to like take me tomorrow. Oh gosh, you're right, Fefe, doing an interview right now. Boo. Hey, Kara. Okay, wait. I'm like missing people. Okay, Toya, I'm so glad I'm working because if I weren't, I'd buy every single sale I see. Dude, they're starting to hit it hard too right now. Like shit, like the 21 days of makeup is going harder, I think, than they had anticipated. Like all of a sudden I'm seeing all this, like buy this for 50% off. I'm like, I bought a shit ton of flavors from my local Asian market. I need some weed. I can't smoke. I cannot smoke. Yeah, the protest that started in October in Chile, shit went down like military intervention. Oh my God. Oh my God. The conversation I've had with the smokers are the best. So Feffy, here's the thing about me. And for all of you that don't know, I am, because of my anxiety, he is fucking up a toy, y'all. I'm sorry. I aggressively avoid the news because first off, when I was married, my ex-husband was way too hardcore into like the news and all this stuff. And it was just stressful for me and it was depressing after a while. And so I just didn't want to deal with it. Here, baby, let me throw it. You took the whole covering off. Like the cover. All right. But he was like aggressively always watching the news and we were always having to have these political debates. And I just got tired. I was like, bro. So in order to fix my anxiety or like not fix it, but to make myself like less stressed out about things I could do nothing about, I just aggressively avoid the news like crazy. Like I just don't watch it. So now I'm like poking my head up into the news and I'm like, oh, I should have stayed down in here. And now at stage 4 of Ms. Rona, we're under military intervention again. Oh my God. Ooh, spaghetti. We literally got hold of pesto and mozzarella the other day, and that's it. And we got scented loo rolls, as that's all they got. I'm scared I'm gonna get thrush. Girl, just shake and take a shower. I need special brownies right about now. My husband is way too deep into conspiracy theories in the news. It's exhausting. I know. And so I don't actually take any anxiety medication. But yeah, if you wanted to like play with Smule, which I don't know why I can't find it. Like it's really hurting my feelings that I can't find my app. Oh, I found it. But so if you ever, I'm going to kind of show it to you because I want you guys to, if you want to play, like, oh, wait. If you want to play, that's me, like randomly looking okay. And I'm in like these different sing groups. So if they still want me in them, I'm in them. But I sing and I don't know if I'll get like oh, dude, you're going to hurt yourself. All right. But like I've sung a bunch of songs Like I sing a lot of metal. So I sang Sober with somebody. I sang Sex on Fire with somebody from, those guys. Kings of Leon. There we go. Harder to Breathe from Maroon 5. Apologize. Tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. Yeah, so that's what I do on there. So y'all need to like come and hang out with me and sing these dumbass songs so that we can all just like not talk to Miss Rona anymore. And oh, this is weird. I watched some really weird movies. You're about to buy some special treats when you get paid in April. Like what special treats, Kara? I know that they've got the ganja, but I'm an avoid news kind of person as well. During the worst of the protests, I started a rule in which I turned off my phone after the curfew hour was announced until the next day. Yes. So that's the thing. So part of another, I think what reason why I was so like always behind on makeup updates is because like I get very easily overwhelmed by shit like that. Like I'll get overwhelmed by so much selection. So I go to restaurants. I think I've said this before. I eat the same thing everywhere I go. Like at each restaurant, I have a thing that I eat there. And I don't really stray from it. I rarely try anything new because I typically regret it. And then, but the thing is, if you go to a restaurant with like Cheesecake Factory, I hate going there. I hate going there with a furious passion because the menu is like this big. And then they come and they're like asking me like what I want. And I freeze every time. I'm like, can you, like I get like just intense. Like I'm stressed. Our curfew is midnight. Texas finally did that. We have a curfew at midnight. You sing great. Oh, thanks, Kara. I sound like a constipated walrus with tonsillitis. You don't want me to join it. The point is fun. Get some drinks. As if I wasn't already girl crushing, you sing. Fuck me up. I actually... Somewhere on the YouTube world is an old ass video of me when I was like 21 years old. And my friend who at the time, I don't know what he went by, but I think now he goes by J Boogie. He like, this is how old it is. This is back in the Blockbuster days. So Blockbuster was trying to do something with up and coming artists. And I sung the hook on like 2 of his songs. And so I'm in this video wearing these gray contacts with this like funny little flip hairdo. Like my hair was like short, but I would flip it up. So I kind of look like Eric Foreman's mom from that 70s show in a tube top. And I'm dancing and I'm singing Let's Get Buck Naked. That is a real thing. I've never been to Cheesecake Factory. The cheesecake is really good, but the menu, like that's too much. It's too much food. I need to stay off the internet, but I already know too much. And the no sleeping thing sucks. I know, Kara, I saw that today in your video. I got to thumbs up it, but y'all, I don't get to comment as much as I used to on videos when I'm at work because they're really like intense about you being on your phone. And so like I'm listening to y'all's videos, but I can only like, I have to thumbs up it. And then I've been getting home and normally I'm not as stressed as I am. So I normally get home and spend like an hour, like doing my comments and all that shit. I was late as fuck today. I did not expect to pass out the way I did. We have the military out to enforce quarantine to those who've been ordered to do it, but no curfew yet. Hence my asswipe neighbors out in the street partying. I know. Regina, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Kara, the app is called Smule, Smule. I wonder, like, am I allowed to like put stuff in there? Like, I don't know I have no idea how to share the app. Like, I'm not smart. I don't even know what I ordered. It's like your subscription for something. And I'm like, what subscription for what? But anyways, We need this video to surface. Y'all, this video is so funny. It cracks me up. Like whenever I can find it, I'll find it and I will put it in my community tab, which I just learned how to use. I have a community tab, guys. I'm doing terrible at it, but I have one. As soon as I find it, I will put it up on my community tab so y'all can all laugh at like young, silly Audra. The worst video on the internet of me is when I got hypnotized at a casino show. I pray no one ever finds it. Oh, Kelsey. What now? Share it on Twitter. Fuck, I missed it again. Wait, it's called. Let me see if I can type it. Like, why am I being weird? I'm just going to type Smule app, and then that way y'all can find it. And so, yeah, so I did that. What other embarrassing like shit is out there of me? There's, well, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but it's out there. Moving on. I humped a chair. Oh my God. Okay, Kelsey, we've got to find this video. You humped a chair? What's that? No. By now, so he's being a little shit about it. All right, Michelle. Ooh, drive-through. Oh, hell yeah. Y'all about to get filthy out there. Sorry, that was weird. Bye. Half watching The Mummy with your son. I don't know what I am watching right now. It's old. It's some old horror film. I don't know. Who thought we would get to a day where, ooh, bro. This boy is something else. He just runs around smashing shit. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, dude. All right. Look at his face. His face is just like, I'm sorry. Who thought we would be in the day where we thought drive-through was fancy? Now our asses are over here like, ooh, guess what we're doing tonight? Whataburger, bitch. Drive-through. No. I'm going to try to get it to where you don't have to like look at my laundry pile in the back. I was on TV once, but you could only see my hair. It was great hair, no complaints. I put false lashes on for dinner tonight. Bo does not give any fucks, Kelsey, like zero. I thought you fell out of the chair. That actually, you know, I've fallen out of many a chair. No reason. No reason. I was sitting in the chair and I just fell out. I don't know. I went to Hardee's and it was so fancy sitting in the car, cherishing our fries. We're legitimately hitting a new stage of life here where we're like, I went to this drive-through. Like my mom was like, so our hairdresser it's not like a regular, like our hairstylist, it's not like a regular stylist place where it's like open and there's bunches of, like there's little rooms. So our stylist was like, you guys can come as long as you don't have any symptoms. And I'm very cognizant of that because she does have someone in her family who's immunocompromised. So I've been watching like my cough like crazy. And then I realized like I switched smokes and then also it's allergy season and the temperature changed the way it did. So that's where this cough is coming from. I went to Hardy. Okay. Bo's my kind of guy. I think my dog thinks she's a cat. She thinks she's way too good for me. So Bo thinks that he's like 4 pounds, but he's 70 pounds and he insists, come on, dude. He always insists on trying to like lay on top of me and I have to like fight him for the bed. So if it like, oop, my hair under here is super scary. So we're just going to hide that because I've been stress pulling my hair again. But he thinks that he's like 4 pounds and he just doesn't understand that he's huge. And then I have to fight him for the bed. So whenever it's bedtime, I have to kind of like leave him out here and then have to run I have to like run and jump in the bed and flip the covers over on myself before he like gets in and fights me. Like those are the facts. I'm getting hot with my two. Wait, let me take one of these sweaters off. Listen, don't talk to me about all my sweaters, okay? I had to move in to take care of my two elderly grandparents. So I'm most worried about them. Yes, I know. I have y'all keep Mr. Barker in your prayers. Like, dude, no, because you're gonna take it and you're gonna drag it across the floor. That's why we're doing this, because you like to grab things. Okay. Big dogs always think they're lap dogs, and lap dogs always think they're big, scary guard dogs. So that's the thing. Bo is so frightened of some of these like teeny dogs because they like bark at him, and he always looks at him like he goes, like he makes the saddest little face at them, like, Mama, I don't understand. I'm like, baby, it's okay. My dog, you could eat eggs all day. I mean, I could too, but nobody's going to like the gassy, smelly results of that. My dog thinks he is a chihuahua. He tries to sleep on my head. I'm like, bruh, my neck can't even handle my big ass head, much less your 20-pound ass. Oh, wait. Yeah, so Victory Begins in the Garden. How's that going, by the way? Like, how are they faring? How are you faring? How is your family faring? What? He wants to hang out, but he doesn't want to be on the camera because he's a camera shy dog. He's so weird. They better like it. My farts smell like roses. Mine definitely do not. I have stunk Bo out before, and that's so rare. Yo, you guys got to get some of these like blue light canceling glasses because they're the shit. Like, I understand that in this lighting, I totally understand that it's blue. Like, it's very blue. I didn't realize how blue it was until I put these on, and then it's like normal colored. It's fucking weird. I don't know what kind of magic they make these out of, but like, these are great. Roses really smell like poo, poo, poo. Yeah. I used to love that song. Whatever happened to them? What happened to Outkast, y'all? Like, does anybody know? What happened to Outkast? I get migraines and I want to invest in some blue light glasses, see if it helps. Yeah, I got these in the Pop Sugar box. I don't really like that box at all. I don't know why we pay $75 for the box. Okay, I got like 4 ceramic bowls. I mean, they're cool or whatever, but like I don't need them. So I'm using them, but it's just annoying. They got old. Love them though. Okay, so far, but my grandmother has aides that come into the house all the time. No telling where they've been. True. So they're like in Texas, it's so bad because like if any of you are wondering, like just using like I'm gonna get my science nerd on right quick, and then we'll like we'll not think about this too much. But the deal with this is, and why it's so serious the way that it is because unlike the flu, which I know people keep saying that, like the flu kills, this many people a year. The thing is with this is unlike the flu and various other viruses, there are people who can test positive for this and not be sick, right? And not unlike the flu, but this is very bad in that regard. Most illnesses and viruses are like that anyway, that by the time you show symptoms of being sick, you've already passed it along. But because of how long this lasts outside and on the body, it's messy. So it's just we should have all to be in one of like the richest country in the world, and our country just be like falling the fuck apart because we weren't prepped for it is very stressful. Dude, none of that is for you. Come here. I know Andre 3000 was a shit. But was he always Andre 3000? Because I feel like, anyways. I like Big Boy. He's attractive to me. I like chunky ginger dudes. Like when I'm on my dude kick, chunky ginger guys is what I go for. Give it back. Bo, jeez. Come here. Give it to me. Give it to me. You gotta stop putting everything in your mouth, baby. Come here. Come here. What do you have in your mouth, Bo? I legitimately don't know why you're living your life like this. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Well, just in general, I think it's always I like meaty. I like people to have meat. Could it be because I'm super skinny? Yes, it could be. No, stop. Bo. You see my face? You see my face looking at your face? Come here. Come here and sit down. Oh my God. Just, ugh. He did all of that because he wanted me to pick him up. I like big boys. Oh, sorry. Like, are we going to all get together and watch TikTok and find out what people are actually into by figuring out everybody's TikToks? When I went to the Alamo and took the tour, I learned about Texas. They didn't want to be Mexican and they didn't want to be American either. They chose the lesser of two evils. Yeah. Texas, the state I live in. But it is one of the few places where you get, like, literally anywhere in Texas, you can yell out, "The stars at night are big and bright." And I guarantee you someone will go, "Deep in the heart of Texas." Guaranteed. I was always attracted to meaty men and women. Yeah, I married the skinniest dude ever. I like big noses. That's my thing. Really don't know why. I like an aristocratic nose. There's a certain somebody who has it. He is not meaty. We dated a very long time ago. We don't live in the same state now. So Chris, no, I was born in West Texas in a tiny, shitty town called Abilene. Then I, at the age of 3, was moved to Okinawa, Japan, because my mom is Air Force, where I was raised. I'm not a good American because I grew up overseas. Also because I grew up military. So I totally understand the government can, in fact, do healthcare. They've done it for a while. They just tell us that they can't, even though they're reaping the benefits of it all the time. Every like senator and governor, they're like always like over there with their free healthcare. I'm sure they've all gotten tested. Meanwhile, the rest of us. I can sing some songs when I'm a little drunk. I can tell you that the word coochie actually means mouth in Japanese. Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. But I've been in Texas since 2002. I would know that. I would know that coochie, like that's where it comes from. Oh, dude, you slobbered all over. He's doing his gangsterling on me. I don't know if y'all can really see him doing his gangsterling. But yeah, so growing up overseas was just very different. Hi, baby. Sniffy sniffs. And gave me like a completely different worldview. So when I'm here, I often like look around at people and just like, I don't understand what's happening here. And I just go on about my business. I'm like so confused. My eyes are so red, but the sty is almost gone. Let my stepson do as he pleases. He is an angel. No, he is not. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him coming in. We like to I play this game with him where we just try to see if I can get away faster than he can kiss me. Oh Lord, it's getting hot. I'm drinking my 12% ABV. Bo's face. Isn't he like his face destroys my whole life? Like all the, like when he's looking at me right now, which is like the sweetest little face. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. It's why he gets away with everything. My eye irritation still hasn't went away. It's bugging the shit out of me. It's all red and flaky. Kelsey, what the fuck happened? Like I know that you use this makeup, but I don't think it's been weeks. It can't. Well, I guess it could be the makeup, but he's got my shoe in his mouth. Most people in this country have government health care, the VA, the military, Medicare. For the disabled children get health care, the Medicare too, all but the worker. Yeah, so here are the things that I hope, like the positive things that I hope come out of this. Thing one, we definitely need to evaluate capitalism and the free market and the way we let it operate, because I don't feel like it's operate. Oh, this is that weird ass movie with that like owl creature. Anyway, I don't think the way that we're handling it and have been handling it for a very long time is good, because we're seeing right now what's happened. We're completely unprepared for any real problem, and you're seeing that companies and corporations are completely unprepared for this problem. And if you want to know why, it's because like everybody has a contingency plan, right? But most of these companies have a contingency plan in like, oh, okay, well, Martha is our person who will take a laptop and she'll work from home. Problem, Teresa's here. Hi. But the problem with that is like when you have to send everyone home, do you have the infrastructure? So here's the thing too, why a lot of companies were slow to let people work from home that people didn't think about is like IT stuff, right? So when you as a business, let's say you get Microsoft Office for your business, you only get so many user licenses, so many user keys, and you have to keep buying more keys for your business. So if you bought enough for 10 people and then bought one or three people for people to have laptops and work from their house, and then you also have to buy like VPN licensing, all of that shit is part of that, right? So if you have to do that, all of these places that had like a couple of people on contingency work from home, they don't have the financial infrastructure to give everyone a laptop. They're suddenly unable to get all the keys that they need for everybody to work. It's just, there's a lot of shit involved in it. So we're very ill prepared to actually be able to work from home. And that's actually the fault of our corporations. I feel like our companies are at fault for having done this, because what this is showing is that a good percentage of the company or of the country can work from home and fucking should. Like there's no reason for people to be commuting stuck on a freeway for an hour just so that you can go into work so that your boss can look at you working. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Because like, just think about the money that a lot of us would save, right? But they don't want us to save the money. This is my conspiracy theory. They don't want us to save the money because what's going to happen to oil and gas in this country if everybody is not forced to spend, upwards of, $160, $200 a month on gas, right? So, hey, Chris. So what they've done is they make us feel like, working from home is they keep making it seem like it's something that you earn. And I'm just like, bitch, what? So to me, I think that it would make more sense environmentally if we worked from home, if possible. Anybody who had the ability to work from home did. And what you would do is like 3 or 4 businesses could share an office space in a building. Instead of each one of them having a separate office space, they could share an office space and alternate who comes in when. So you only actually go into the office maybe twice a week. And that saves so much money, cuts down on emissions. People aren't struggling like come lunchtime, all of that crap. Why are we making it so hard? And it's because of the anecdote of, well, there's always that one person who's not going to work hard. I'm like, fuck that guy. What? Why are we like doing everything surrounding the one anecdotal lazy person? The one anecdotal lazy person. That shit drives me nuts. It's like when people get mad about unions and they're like, yeah, but there's always that one guy who sits there working and he doesn't get, and he's getting paid the same as everybody who's working hard. I'm like, yeah, really? What's that guy's name? Well, my cousin worked with a guy. I'm like, no, what was that guy's name? Tell me his name, because if this guy exists, I want to know his name, because everybody would know if Ronnie was lazy, and your cousin would have said, I know a guy named Ronnie who doesn't do any work, and he's like, why are we making it so that person who doesn't work, it's bullshit, it is made up, it is an anecdotal person somebody created to be able to have a point that if we had unions, then oh my God, there would just be somebody there working and getting paid and not doing anything. And I'm like, if people are going to be lazy, they're going to be lazy no matter what. It doesn't matter. They're always going to be lazy. There's nothing that you can do about it. Like, it's so confusing to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That you're literally going to sit here and tell me, well, some people would take advantage of it. I'm like, oh, you mean like the sick time they stripped us of, and that's why the fuck these people are still going to work? Yeah, okay. Every time you turn around, they're like peeling back workers' rights, and it makes me crazy. And so this, I am hoping, will show that not only can we work from home, but we should. We should not have to like go all this way. So many of us are commuting for no fucking reason. You know, having to get lunch, because most of us forget to bring lunch. Let's be honest. We want to bring our lunches. We fucking forget. We just don't. And then on top of that, you have to get lunch out there. You have to drive back home. You're exhausted. And think about how much more like whenever I've worked from home in the past, I got so much more work done when I wasn't being bothered by everyone around me. So that was easier for me. And I just didn't understand. And I still don't understand why we haven't been doing that. I was working from home in like 2009, bullshit like that. So for it to be 2020 and we are still not on a page where all of these people who can work from home aren't working from home regularly, like what in the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing that? Toya said, I work in the medical field and I see lazy doctors, nurses, janitors as always the worst employees no matter what. Exactly. I have moved to 4 different states with my job. If I didn't work from home, I would not have been able to help take care of my grandparents. Yes. Anyone that has worked anywhere knows that guy exists everywhere. Thank you. But they don't want all that because the economy needs to be stimulated. And that's a big thing that we have got to change in this country, because we don't produce shit, man. We don't make anything. And all we really make is buying shit. Like that is what our economy is based off of. Like people want to talk shit about all these other countries, but I'm like, yeah, but they're making stuff. We don't make shit. What do we make? What is American that we make all the time that's like, yay, besides Makeup Geek? Like that's it. That's all we make. America, land of Makeup Geek. Like, yeah, so I'm such a free, like, I am such a free radical thinker, and I think about shit like, why do we have an hourly wage? It boggles my mind why we still have an hourly wage. I'm like, why don't we just do a salary, and then it solves so many different problems with sick time, vacation time, all this shit. They already have that time built in anyway. So it's astounding to me that we're just like making shit more complicated, deliberately complicated on people who work. You're deliberately complicating people's lives. And it's just disgusting. You are right, Yolanda. We do make war, and we are damn good at it. We have a very good war machine. That's why this shit is so scary, because what the fuck are we going to do when shit has to be brought into our country? Yeah. You're giving me Ronnie from Schitt's Creek with this hat. Listen. First and foremost, I'm Southern. No, I used to work for Dodge for several years. So I have like Dodge hats. I have a lot of like country ass Dodge hats. Y'all make dictatorships for other countries. Oh yeah, you're fucking right. You're fucking right, Feffy. You can be as bitter as you want to. It's true. A lot of people don't understand. So even if you take the country out of it, for every action there is a reaction. There's consequences for things you do, right? So even in your real life, if you like enemy of my enemy is my friend. If you do some shit like that, you team up with somebody because you both don't like somebody at work and you both work to get that person out of there. And then that person that you helped get out ends up like fucking you guys over some other way. Like you created that monster, right? And you don't want to take responsibility for creating the monster, but you did. War makes money even at home. Well, see, here's the thing. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, war does make money at home because the military bases do bring in a lot of money. However, the country doesn't fare so well, if that makes sense. So our economy is based almost exclusively off of all the shit they buy, which is why they're trying to do this stimulus thing, because they know it's so funny because the stimulus thing is going to be the same bullshit that it was the first time that it was done. And this is just me saying it because I lived through the last one. I was an adult through the last one. So being an adult through the last stimulus, I'm going to tell y'all, all most of us did was pay bills. None of us were like running around me like, let me get that new TV. We were like, no, we got to pay bills. Like, fuck. And then these motherfuckers are turning around acting like this is going to change, like it's going to be different this time. Like it's not going to be different. I wear a hat every day. I love and respect women, especially ones with hats on. If Killarney wore a hat, she might have won. Being self-employed sucked, and they need to make things easier for people who have their own business. I'm now out of work due to illness and have to pay a shitload of tax on no wage. Yes, Chris. Anytime you have a bureaucratic system, the people in these bureaucracies have to make up processes to justify their existence and pay. So you have people who say one guy may not work as hard. Yes. So Toya, so here it's so easy to do that, and it's funny that we become a community when it comes to the one guy who doesn't do any work, right? Like we all remember having to do group papers and group assignments in school. It didn't change the fact that the shit was due, right? The one guy who wasn't going to fucking do any work, you all knew that they weren't going to do anything. Everybody knew who that person was, but it didn't change the fact that the shit was due and the work had to get done. It's not like you were going to be able to look at the teacher and be like, well, so-and-so didn't contribute, so like we didn't do it. That's not how it works. So it's dumb to me that they would literally like that people just keep using that as their anecdote. Like, well, one person might not work as hard. Fuck that, man. And the way that they're treating us, it's so hard to get anything and to get ahead, and it's on purpose. And y'all do not want me getting into my hardcore conspiracy bullshit because I get nuts. I get nuts when I start talking. Like my mom will sometimes be like, damn, baby, because I'll get crazy. I get crazy about the college system and what it really is. Like I get nuts about this shit. They are working so hard, and it is very interesting to see the difference between knowledge and schooling and how having any kind of knowledge or intellect is frowned upon. And it's almost like if you are intelligent, then you're on one side. And if you are willfully ignorant, and I'm going to call it willfully ignorant because these people are willfully ignorant. It's like when people look at you and they go, well, just because you went to college doesn't mean you're smarter than I am. I'm like, it does mean they are smarter than you. It doesn't mean that they're smarter than you in everything, but they went to school and they continue to up their knowledge. And as much as I love to Google shit, that doesn't make me as intelligent. So yeah, technically it does make somebody smarter than me, but like, I'm not afraid of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid of someone being intelligent. And I feel like we've hit at this weird point where we have two groups. We have the group who wants to learn and likes knowledge and facts and wants to keep going in that direction. And we have a whole other group that's like, I just want to be stupid. I know that there's facts out there for me to get. I'm not getting them. Not going to happen. Don't hit me with your facts. I deny thee. I rebuke thee facts. I rebuke thee facts. Like, that's where it is. We need to FaceTime or something and just lay our theories out to one another. Yes, we do. We do, Chris. I don't know how to FaceTime. But what's the other app called? Mojito? I just made that up. Kate the Great was just talking about it yesterday, and I forgot what it's called already. Nope. Bo, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Take the shoe. Let's trade. Let's trade. Let us trade. Trade. Hold on. Trade. Oh my God. Stop destroying things. What is your dizzle right now? You're going to hurt yourself. I love you so much. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, sorry. Ouch, that's my finger. My finger's in there. There you go. Because we moved, I didn't get notified my student loan debt. Deference expired, so they took our entire income tax return. Listen. Let them take your income tax every fucking year. You didn't even know you had that money. Why bother taking money out of your check every month? What is the point? Why pay them every month when they can just like literally take it every year when you get your tax return? That's money you didn't even know you had in the first place. Let the government have that shit. Bye, Chris. Have a good night. Try to sleep well, doll. Ollie, that happened to me too. It's happening to everybody. Because, okay. What bothers me a lot is how many people of older generations say some dumb shit like, well, these millennials and these people, they need to learn financial responsibility. We shouldn't just excuse debt. Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me that you mean the first debt that most people ever came into contact with was debt that their parents and their teachers and everybody told them that they needed to acquire without really explaining what the fuck that debt was, which is college, student loans? You mean that responsibility there? Because y'all sure didn't do your part in giving people some responsibility, like understanding what the fuck they were doing. Then you'll turn around and talk shit about them for having credit cards, but you're like, y'all straight up had me sign paperwork for loans I did not understand. And then you look at me fucked up when I have a credit card. Victory. Thankfully, I applied for an injured spouse and they're supposed to give it back because I don't make an income and that money wasn't mine to give them. Nice. I hope they do. Like I've decided, I'm just like, you know what? Y'all can just have my income tax money y'all can just have my income tax money every single year because I just don't think that I'm really going to be in this bitch just trying to like take money out of my check. You already take a shit ton of money out of my check every month. Anyway, like every paycheck, there's just money. Why are you even taking Social Security out? I'm not going to have Social Security. I don't even bother with the retirement because there's not going to be shit left. Like people are sitting here like, oh, I'm planning for my retirement. I'm like, when are we going to retire? We're Americans. We don't retire. People think that buying some random shit that doesn't. Wait. I went too far. Wait. People thinking that us buying some random shit that doesn't even cost that much money once in a while is the reason we don't have money is ridiculous. Exactly. That's not why we don't have money. I owe so much in student loans and never graduated. I feel like such an ass. Same. But I don't feel bad. I actually don't feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about not finishing, but I realized like college was just not my thing. And it's not everybody's thing. It's fine. Y'all, I have student loans older than some of y'all. I'm old for real. Yolanda, I'm 40 years old next month, girl. They send you in there like lambs to the slaughter. I did not know what was a loan and what was a grant. Thank you. Victory begins in the garden. Fucking right on the head. And then work study is a joke. I never went to university, went straight into self-employment. People are like, you won't have the money worries. And now I'm paying tax until 2022 because I'm unwell. It's fucked up. Yes. Oh gosh, these drops have made me like completely blind. People buying Starbucks is not why they can't buy a house. Yes. I had no idea what I was signing for when I took out my loans. I could kick myself right in the ass. I was so young and dumb. Yeah, and so this is why, and I'm probably going to do like a dedicated video to this, but this is why you're seeing more and more like younger generations of people not want to go to college and trying to have businesses for themselves. And yes, they're using social media and whatnot, but they've seen their parents and their parents' parents and their brothers and their sisters and their they've seen everybody struggle in this like corporate world. It's garbage. We are working our dicks in the dirt and it's just horrible. You go to work and you work and you work and more, and 40 hours isn't enough anymore. And they keep pushing you to work more than 40 hours. And you're always like, and even when you're not at work, you're at work because and Tiffany Ferg has a really good video on this, but even when you're not at work, you're at work because they want you to download the fucking email on your cell phone. And it just becomes where you can't even have home time and do all of these things. They're just over here and you're just like, the fuck? And you're always like trying to make sure that you're responding to things, and they're not trying to pay you for that. And the reason we don't have money isn't because it's not because I bought a $45 makeup palette. That's not why I don't have money. The reason I don't have money is because realistically, the majority of the jobs that we all have really should be paying between 20, probably 30% more, probably 50% more, if we're going to get real, than what they actually pay. Like everything else has gotten expensive and our pay has stayed stagnant. Of course, we can't afford all the things we want to afford. That's actually why I started talking about it, because like everybody in logistics, why I brought that up and why I couldn't do. And I tell you guys, if I showed you how many times I tried to do this like bubbly ass video explaining packaging and how it was just so confusing, and it was confusing, and I would just start getting mad because I know what these people are doing, and to realize that there are people who like $80, $88 was their daily wage, $100. Like they're not making a lot of money, and they make our entire world go round. If all those people decided that they didn't want to go to work, like every country would stop working, especially America. We are legit broke because our bills are paid. Yes. And here's the thing, we are signing loan papers at 18 and we have no idea what it is. Everybody's just telling us to sign it. So we sign this shit. Then we go and we're trying to go to school. And if you're broke, if you're not rich, you have to do work study. So you go, okay, work study. You don't realize that you can't do both of these things because it's fucking impossible, right? So you go and your work study job is supposed to be understanding that you're also going to school, but they're not. So they keep scheduling you for these hours that you can't really meet. You start falling behind in school because the days of working and paying off school while you're going are done. They've been done. And it's even politicians I don't like their rhetoric where they come out and they talk about that shit and they're just like, I worked as a waitress, and I'm like, great, that's not how it works now. You didn't have to raise 30 grand. You didn't have to raise $30,000 for a year of school. The only way most of us could get $30,000 in a year of school is to have a very successful social media account with sponsorships. That's it. Or, adult entertainment. So it's I was working 14 hours a day, 8 hours in the tattoo studio tattooing, 2 hours cleaning, and then 4 hours drawing the next 4 days designs. And I get absolutely no exceptions when I get ill. It's wrong. Thank you. And that's the other thing. When you have your own business, everybody always thinks oh, it's so great. But you've heard people on YouTube talk about the difficulties of even filing taxes, right? Because in a sense, which I don't know why people don't know this anyway, but you do. YouTube is a business, right? For people who create, it is a business. I create because I enjoy it, but it's also a business. I have goals and dreams for this that I don't know if I'm going to discuss, because sometimes if you speak about things, they don't happen. But if I speak it into existence, it will happen. I don't know. But I have goals and dreams for this, but it's a business, right? And there's so much you're unprepared for. College is a machine. I'm gonna hit you with my conspiracy shit. All right, here we go. College is a machine to keep us being cogs in that machine. Okay. We go to college, you get a bachelor's degree. You're so far in fucking debt that you can't really pay attention to what's happening in the world because you don't have enough money to even make any have any food, pay rent. You're always just trying to survive. And because you're trying to survive, you can't pay attention to the issues in the world. And then somebody's like, oh, as soon as these people were able to start paying attention because work got a little bit easier and these things happened, then they were like, oh, well, you need a master's degree. So then everybody starts going and they're getting a master's degree. Again, you start getting chucked under more and more debt. And by this point, you have a family, You have a job and you're going to school. You have no time to figure out what's going on in the world. You have no idea. You're like, I don't have time. This is why we need young people, because young people have the time that we old people don't have. They're able to like tell us like, hey, this shit's going down. We're like, what the fuck is it? So then we're all stuck in this fucking machine, in this corporate machine, and we're all just like doing this, and we're all just like trying to tread water and stay alive. And because we're all doing that, we just don't have any fucking time to see what's happening in the world. And by the time we pop up, we're like, this shit is fucked up. But we're so far in debt, we can't do anything. And that is one of like a part of my crazy conspiracy. So one of America's worst educational sins is not teaching financial literacy in school starting in elementary. I don't mean just making budgets. Yes, deep dive. Toya, yes. Because they want us to be, so they keep telling us they want us to understand, but they don't let us understand. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll say, oh, you need to understand how to handle money. But like even interest, you don't understand, right? So like if people understood interest, we wouldn't take out payday loans, for instance. Like people take out payday loans because you think, oh, it's a quick fix. I'm borrowing $200. But you don't realize that the $200 you borrow, they're going to make you pay back $263.75. Do you know what I mean? So you're sitting there like, it's only $200. In your mind, your next check, you're going to pay back $200, but you're actually paying back almost $300, which is what puts you in that payday loop, because the payday loan loop, because you pay that and then you don't have money for your bills or food. So you get another payday loan and it just keeps going. And the only way to get out of it is to literally let yourself starve. And I know because I've been there. The only way out of a payday loan loop is to just let yourself starve, go without shit, and pay it until they're all gone. They need to be teaching this shit in school to fuck. No voice because money is speech. Exactly. I was so ignorant until I got so far in debt. Now I can't fix it. You can. The government makes more money off of interest than taxes. Yes. So, and that's the other thing. What prevents people from paying and continuing to pay their student loans is the interest. Because let's say you have, let's say you have $30,000 in student loans. Like, I don't think the government should be charging you fucking interest, first of all. Like, what the fuck? But $30,000, you can't pay back $30,000 for most people. You're not going to be able to pay back the $30,000 loan in a year. Like, you're not going to be able to get out of college and within a year be like, here's your money. So then they start hitting you with interest. So the majority of us, we go in with good intentions. You start paying your loan. And then you start looking, you're like, I'm not coming down off of this. Like, I keep paying, but it's still I still owe $30,000. You're just paying interest for like years. And it's the same. It's even when you buy a house, the first 5 to 7 years of, like, really it's first five, but the first 5 years of you owning your house, that's all interest payments. Like, the majority of your payment is interest. So it's just like, after you do that, you just say, fuck it, whatever. The government makes more money off of interest than taxes. Yes. I got into that cycle when I was a single mom and it was awful. I did too. It's horrific. Negative amortization. Yes. Victory begins a guy. What'd you do, girl? What you do? You're so smart. I need to know what you do in your life. Okay. I lost my car over $1,000 title loan because I lost my job. Shit is wild. Yes. State colleges should be free. They should be free because we do get a lot of good things out of our education system and our upper level education system. I believe in Harvard's, I believe in Yale's, I believe in Stanford's, because these are the kinds of schools that, can bring out really great discoveries, right? But at the same time, but they've done it on purpose. The rich want to stay rich and they need the poor to stay poor, and they need the poor to be dumb. Because while the rich are poor and while the rich have all the money and they're doing other things, just something as simple as sex education, they don't want the poor to have, because as long as we keep breeding and we can't make ends meet, then we can't pay attention to what they're doing. And then they trick us into believing, or trick people into believing, that one day they will be rich, and talk to them about things like, the death tax and why it's important, and explain to them like, oh, no. Would you want somebody taking money that your family left you? Like, who in your fucking family has that kind of money that they're going to leave you? Like, nobody has that money. So they're literally tricking you into believing that one day you are going to be rich. And when you're rich, you're not going to want anybody to take any of it. I'm not going to be rich one day. Most of us, if our parents have any form of insurance, any of that shit, we're going to be paying off their bills. Fuck. Like, they have such a sex education in rich schools, in affluent schools. Of course they have it. They're not running around getting knocked up at 15 because they have education. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just saying they're not having that issue because they can do what they want to do. And don't get me started on whether or not they have to have their baby, because a lot of them don't. But they sit here and like, they fuck with us. They're over here telling us, well, if you work hard, if you want things, you have to work hard. That is my favorite line of all time. If you want things, you have to work hard. I'm like, sir, what the fuck do you think these people have been doing this whole time? Do you think all of these people have just been like not working? We've been working hard and we don't have shit. Soon enough. Exactly. Sex education, in fact, is so necessary. It really is. I went to a state college for free because my dad was a coal miner. Oh, that's fucking awesome. And my state has a program for kids of miners in Appalachia. I was truly blessed, but boy, did I have to work my ass off. Yes, you do. They have a belief in their future. That is why they don't have kids. I don't have kids. And I won't have kids. I got suckered into a $25,000 student loan for a job that pays less than that a year. Yeah, you know, the average salary for people getting out of college is around $36,000 a year. And by the way, it's been that average since 2002, 2003. It's been that same average that entire time. Hey, Michelle, I'm still here talking crazy conspiracy shit. It is, yeah. Thank you. I work 80 hours of work weeks and don't tell me I don't work hard. That's what bothers me. Is everybody, so like, more conspiracy shit. Nobody, McDonald's does not give a shit about minimum wage. They don't care. Whataburger doesn't care. And now it doesn't, they don't care. They're more than happy to pay it. They really don't give a shit. They'll pay it. They don't care. It's the corporations. It is and always has been these corporations. These corporations cannot afford for McDonald's and Walmart, and Walmart. They can't. Well, actually, Walmart's a shitty corporation, but they can't afford for McDonald's and Whataburger to be paying employees super well, because if you knew that you could just go get $20 an hour working at Taco Bell, why the fuck would you sit in their cubicle all day getting bothered? Like, you wouldn't, you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh no, man, I'm going to go over here. Like, do I work some of my weekends? Yeah. But do I have to deal with you coming over my desk all the time, asking me to stay late and not wanting to pay me? No, I do not. I will be at fucking Taco Bell. That's who cares. The whole reason that they're actually fighting minimum wage has nothing to do with McDonald's. It has to do with your big corporations and their offices, and they're like that because they don't want to pay you. They haven't wanted to pay you for a very long time, and they don't want to pay you. They don't want to give you vacation. They don't want to give you any of this shit. They want you to just like not know that a better life exists. So they're literally going to be out in these streets, and what they do to manipulate it is they try to make people feel better than other people. They use the idea that like your job is better than their job. They use the idea that like if you're working at Taco Bell, you should only be like 15 and all this. So it's just nuts. COS is my name. Hey Anna. Hey girl. How you doing? Your little picture is so cute. If that's you, I can't see it because I'm blind right now. But if that's you, you're cute. You know, all the things I said about the protests and all the scary shit that happened here, education being bad and too expensive was one of the main reasons. They pushed people and they got fed up. Yeah, so like there's so many benefits. Like I'm trying to look at the positive in a bad situation. So I'm hoping that they start seeing that we don't need to be like going to fucking work all the time. Like we can work from our homes. There's no reason for us to all be driving around. I hope that they start changing their pay structure. I hope that they finally get it together and realize that like this kind of shit happens for real. It's not just in movies, although it doesn't happen like it is in the movies. But I hope they get it together and start realizing that they need to have like real, like intelligence is important. We've already played around with like the dummy factor, and we need to not let the willfully ignorant continue to rule. They want you to kill yourself making them more money. Exactly. Elitism and racism. Yes. So, because for instance, like I was just talking to my mom about this the other day, and I was talking about like how there's there's people who think that people are in social media because they want to get rich quick and they want to hang out with, like Paris Hilton and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know if you guys know about old money and new money, but it wouldn't matter if I had the kind of money that a Paris Hilton had. I'm so oily right now. It wouldn't matter if I had the kind of money that Paris Hilton had. I wouldn't be able to hang out with her. Not in a rude way, but I wouldn't be able to hang out with her. That's old ass money. That's not new money. That's some old money. Old money doesn't give a fuck about new money. So like, that's not a reason why. And if you are like Mark Zuckerberg wouldn't be hanging like very well. It's just like that. He's new money. It's not old money. Yes. Register to vote if you have not already and vote. Even if it's not what I want, like it's not about me. It's about you. Bye, Kara. Come back when you can, if I'm still here spouting bullshit. And you're right, Kelsey. Nobody can live on $7.25 an hour. It's absolute garbage. It's absolute bullshit. And the thing is, it's not like there's other options, right? Because I am almost 40 years old. I cannot live with other people. Like I can't do it. I can't have roommates at 40 years old because the cost of living has gone up and I am not getting paid enough. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't do that. And that doesn't make sense for me. I'm like, I shouldn't have to live with other people. Like, I don't want to. I already live with other people. It was horrible. Especially when it comes to the freaky freaks. Like, that's awkward. Like, come hang out in my bedroom and like, let's try to not make any noise. And it's weird. Yeah, it's generational wealth. And you said something about your picture. Back in the day, pick was when I was rocking the mushroom. I had like a little flip. So I like it. Yeah, and that's the thing. So essentially what I think of things in a very huge perspective. And I just think about how if you keep the poor so enamored with their debt and their inability to get ahead, they're unaware of any of the things that are happening, right? Toya, you are a fucking mess. I keep saying that I can't have a roommate too, but still, my husband won't leave. I divorced mine and now have all my own space. That's me. I'm like, ooh, it's so nice having the house to myself. But yeah, I get on my conspiracy shit, y'all. I'm sorry. I get really nuts about it because I get very frustrated. I get very frustrated looking at like fantastic, fabulous people around me who should have great health care, who should have all of these things going for them, who should have better lives. And they just don't because we're immediately saddled with debt. And then we're told, that we're not working hard enough and that we're irresponsible because we're not paying it. And you're like, no. What happened is I couldn't pay my student loans. And so in order to pay my student loans, because I didn't know that you couldn't not pay them, I went and got a credit card so that I could have food to eat, but I didn't have enough money that I was making to pay off the credit card. So then I got another credit card and transferred the balance to that credit card. Yes, Michelle, you're right. Don't just vote for the president, vote for your judges, senators, etc. And here's another thing. You don't always have to vote a straight ticket. Like, I know I'm contradicting people, but there really are people who, because there are definitely Dems who aren't doing what I need them to do. There are definitely those. And on the flip side, but not in the South, but I'm like, but not in the South, but there are Dems who aren't doing what I need. Biden's one of them. Fuck that guy. Anyways, not a conspiracy if it's true. I just, what? I started just really looking at like, Kerosene, boo, how you doing? I saw you looking fine as fuck with your curvy, thick self, looking so sexy in your bras. Oh, wait. That was out loud. Y'all, Kara has a nose to die for. I'm just going to say it. It's like a little ski slope. It just goes, whoop. It's really cute. I don't have any, like, I'm always jealous because like my nose is just flat. I hate the debt that I have. As a single mom, I accumulated entirely too much debt just trying to survive. Now my husband's suffering because of my shit. I feel so bad. Oh, don't feel bad. It's America, man. That's how they do this. You grew it yourself. I loved your tag video too, Kara. So I have not done it yet. I haven't been like, so here's what happened. I came home today. I took big guy out. And then I came back inside and I laid down. And like 2 hours later, I woke up and I was like, oh shit. I mean, I passed out so hard. I was exhausted. I was exhausted from the stress. My recharge is sleep. Well, I'm gonna have to take off this other sweater. Like, listen, I don't want to hear shit about all my sweaters, okay? Like, please let's not make fun of all my sweaters, okay? Okay. Okay, that's the last one. My nose has a bumpy bit because a classmate jumped off a chair and landed on me. Oh my God. I want to take a, so like this right here, this is all from a motorcycle accident. I was riding my motorcycle and I swerved to avoid an accident. And I have it right here too. And it's also like on my hand right here. And then also right there. I swerved to avoid crashing into the back of this dude. And then I crashed. It was great. But I was still a new rider at the time. I flew off my bike, which was interesting. I ended up with a concussion. I got a hole in my knee down to the bone and a slight puncture in my lung. I'll still ride though. I don't care. I took it. She's a layered queen. I really am. I was so because I don't know, for those of you who just came, it was 80 degrees yesterday and today was like 50 degrees. It dropped 30 degrees. It's been cold. So Kara, I absolutely love riding a motorcycle. And the thing is, when you're a new rider, like it was just like I overcorrected and also I didn't have the right bike. I know which bike, like now I'll mostly get like if I were to get another motorcycle, I'm probably gonna get another Softail or maybe a Road King. I like those. Like I fucking love to ride. It's like so much good solitude. I put music on. And one of my favorite times to ride was when I would see like little girls as I was riding by them and they would see, like I would always, like pink is not my favorite color, turquoise is, but I would always wear this like pink rider jacket, which I'll tell you guys something in a second and you're going to probably get freaked out, but I always ride that. And so little girls would see that it was a girl riding the motorcycle and they'd be like, and I'd like wave at them and be like, and they were always like so stoked. So that made me really happy. I love to see women ride motorcycles, empowering. I fucking love it. I did Kara's tag and mentioned you as one of my favorites. Who, me? Michelle. No. Or was it inside the makeup drawer? Did you mention inside the makeup drawer is one of your favorites? Y'all, there's so many of y'all. I'm like trying to catch up with all y'all. Of course they are, Kara. So Kara, like, okay. So the only time I've ever been cross with Kara or Emily Hanhan is because I expect your videos in the morning when I'm getting ready for work, you bitches. And when it's not there, I'm so mad. It's one of you, like you guys tended to go like this, like one of you would post one day and then one of you would post it the other day. The fury, if you knew the like rage that I go into where I'm like, those bitches didn't post. Now I have to fucking get ready without my calm. The fuck am I gonna do? Like, I would be so mad. I'm getting like rage ready. But you know what? I'm okay now because I realize I'll just go back into your catalog and I'll just watch some old shit and calm my ass down. Fucking Taurus. I'm a Taurus. I'm sorry. No, you have not been shit at filming. Kelsey's phone took a shit. Wah, wah. So I'm going to tell you guys this. If I am not subscribed to your channel, it is because I know that I can't watch your channel in a timely fashion before I'm unsubscribed. Also, I try very hard not to be a ghost subscriber on people's channels. So for those of you that don't know, if you don't have a channel, or if you have a channel and you're not aware of this, and I see it all the time, right? There are people who will have like 3,000 subscribers on their channel, and yet every time they post a video, they're averaging like 45 views. And that becomes very problematic because it means that you have a shit ton of people subscribed who aren't even watching your content. So it actually brings you, it like makes it hard for you to get recommended. Not even if you're not at 1,000, it's just hard to get recommended if you don't have the views. So if I am going to be a ghost viewer on your channel, like a ghost subscriber, I won't subscribe because I don't want to hurt your channel. I do not want to hurt your channel with me just like sitting there in the background and not ever getting to watch. But also I have a very strong suspicion that YouTube does unsubscribe you if you subscribe and then you don't watch in a certain period of time, they unsubscribe you. But I kind of get why, but they like, because of the bot situation that was going on and all that follow for follow bullshit. So I know, isn't it so good when your phone is waterproof? I have one of these things that I don't know how to work. I have a smartwatch. I'm not smart enough for it. Let's move on. Oh, that's how you found me? So T is phenomenal. COS is my name. She is phenomenal. I have watched her channel for so long. And I can't remember what it was, what video it was that I found her on. Like it was just, I don't know how it even got recommended to me. It was one of those rare things, and please nobody get offended or upset when I say this, but it was one of those rare things when I was actually recommended a person of color, a Black creator, because they're recommended to me very rarely. For those of you that don't know, I can love like so many, and I won't get recommendations for other persons of color. So I think it was one of those rare times where I was recommended a person of color's channel, and I actually went to go look, and I was like, damn, sis is fire. Like because we're like secretly twins, like fraternal twins born at different times. Because she was talking about, like, we were just talking about various things, and we were talking about dating, and I have that same feeling. And I think it's more, I don't know if it's just like we're twins or we're just modern ass women and we're just not into the things, but I might like be doing, like, I love her. And I think that she's so well-spoken. She's so intelligent. I love that she's strong to like say out loud, I don't want to fucking have kids. And I love that because as women, it's so frustrating to have to deal with that shit. So it's so annoying. I found you on your Romway review. I was looking and doing an order and found your video. Is that me you found, or who? You found me, Toya, you found me from Jen Love Reviews. Oh my God, this is crazy. Regina. Oh my God, this is so nuts. Yes, when she shouted you out, I was like, I gotta subscribe. Oh my God. You start, so here's, y'all, I don't know how to work my Twitter. Like I sort of do, but I get confused. And then I just start hitting heart buttons like an idiot. Y'all, every time you guys say you, I assume you're not talking to me. I'm so dumb. So I've been watching T's channel for a long time. In fact, I just rewatched, if you like my last video, at the very, very end of it, I think you hear me saying, you hold on, T. And in that video, I am watching her video about not taking the pill, about stopping taking the pill. Barry just told me you're his soulmate. Do I need to know something, Audra? No, Kara, listen. Barry is yours, and he is going to stay yours because I don't want to live with anybody. I don't want anybody in my house. And also, I am currently asexual. Just currently, not forever, just like right now. Y'all, so here's the thing. Oddly, like Kelsey's over here, like I love that bigger creators are shouting you out. You deserve it. I do not know how to handle it. I'm gonna be honest. I literally don't know how to handle it. I don't know what I did. I don't even know how to say that it's happening. Like anybody who knows me knows that like Kelsey probably knows. I send text messages and I never like on any of my social platforms, I don't say anything. It's not because like I'm not so humble. It's just I don't know what to do with it. Like it's weird. I don't know what to do. He clarified he wants to hang out and watch horror movies with you. Joe, somebody told me that Netflix has a thing for right now called Netflix Party, where you could get together with people and watch Netflix in a party. Like you can do it on Facebook, but you have to do shit to watch movies on Facebook. And there's a whole shit ton of stuff. You can like have watch parties on Facebook, but I don't know. We should create like a Facebook horror group. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm in this horror group, but I hate them. Because it's a Facebook horror group and there's like way too many horror elitists and I can't stand their asses. So it gets on my nerves that like I just want to watch movies and like talk about new horror coming out without being dicks. That's all I want. You're being authentic despite what's on the socials. People love honesty. Thank you, Toya. So I guess I feel like it's bragging. I guess that's it. I feel like it's bragging. If I'm like, oh my God, guess who's following me? I feel like it's bragging when I say that. I feel like it's bragging if I'm like, oh, so-and-so subscribed to it doesn't sit right with me. I don't like it. And I think that, could I have gotten like a lot further with my channel and had it grow faster if I was like a social claw? I don't even call it climbing because at this point you're not climbing, you're just clawing the fuck over people. So could it have been? Yes, I could have just done this, but I can't. I don't have the energy for that. I don't like that. So it's like I found Kara C and Britt Clark and they were all doing a live. I think you were all doing a live together. And I don't know how I even found y'all in the first place, but I found you like everybody was doing a live together. I was like, this is some cool shit. So I subscribed to everybody. And I'm a commenter. I comment, like I am a YouTube comment queen. So this is why T actually kind of got on me because she was like, girl, why didn't you tell me you create? And I was like, I just like, I slide here, like I don't, because and I think it's because there's something gross, and I think we've all seen it, where somebody comments and is like, oh yeah, I'd love it if you check out my channel. And you're like, oh, this isn't the place for that. It's like, it's because it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I was born in the 80s, but it took me a little bit to reach out. I think I found, I don't know how. Anyways, but I found them and I started following them and I was commenting. And then some things started happening and I started like slowly like kind of reaching out and saying stuff and be like, hey, Kira, how you doing? Like on Twitter, just like, hey, Kira, hey. And that's how I feel like I approach people. Like I approach like a little, like I'm like, hey, how you doing? So like, I got a question. Like, I'll totally leave you alone. Sorry. Like, and that's how I feel like I do things. I feel very much like I do things in this like super awkward way where like, I'm like a turtle. Like I just kind of poke my head out. And then like, if you poke my little head, I'm like, oh, never mind. And I go back in. So I missed a bunch of comments. Yes, but she's down. Yes, I want to do the thing. So the horror thing, I'm going to figure that out so that we can all like, because I have a feeling Texas is going the fuck down next week. So I got to be prepped for that. We need a horror movie watch party. You're fucking goddamn right we do. I freaking love horror. I fucking love you. Kara, I love you too. I love scary movies. Regina, yes. Okay, we're going to do this thing. Do people on FB know how to not be dicks? No, they don't. That is the whole premise of Facebook is dickishness. I cannot stand FB. I don't have an account anymore. I hate it. And like Jamie Friends was talking about like how you could make a lot more money if you have like a Facebook, but I can't deal with it. I hate Facebook. Like if it weren't for my family, I would just be off of it. Facebook fandom and media related groups attract so many elitists. I don't get it. I know, Feffy. I've had to delete the FB app. Can't cope with it. I love our small community. I do too, Kelsey. I'm so glad our paths crossed, Kelsey. Chris, you are a comment queen. I love it. That's 805 Bird. Kelsey, I don't tell people either. I feel like I'm overstepping. Yes. Y'all are like laughing at me. I'm dying. You're so cute and awkward. I really like, I don't deliberately mean to be, but like listen, if I'm a character on TV and y'all, like if you've ever seen the show, New Girl, I'm real life Jess. I'm Black Jess. There you go. Inside the makeup drawer. Oh my God, the turtle analogy, the cutest. I like when people do collabs because the algorithm doesn't find half of the YouTubers that I rock. I do too. Cause like Spooky Lips, Fat Hips, Lacey. I like, and I'm not kidding. I literally had no idea she knew I existed. I didn't know. And when she like tweeted out my video, I was like, what the fuck just happened here? I was so confused. So my Facebook has literally become a place where I like post like a video, like my YouTube videos where I'm like, here, and then my entire story is just TikToks. Like I don't say anything on there anymore. I don't care to. But so here's the thing. This is the Facebook I currently have right now, my personal Facebook. I had to shut down my old Facebook because when me and my ex-husband were breaking up, he thought it would be cute to announce that we were getting divorced on Facebook. And I had to find out from a friend when I got home because she was like, are you okay? And I was like, why wouldn't I be? And she was like, I saw the announcement on Facebook. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I went and saw that. I said nothing. That's me. I think that's me. I'm a say nothing bitch. I said nothing. Immediately created my new Facebook, which I have now. Deleted the old one, or like just stopped using it. I don't know. I deleted the old one and that was it. So ever since that happened, I am very cognizant. Like I don't have my relationship on social media. Anytime I'm dating somebody, I don't put any of that. Like I could be dating somebody for fucking 15 years. Nobody would ever see them because I just realized that like, and on top of that, there were people who kept trying to like make us get back together. And they're like, you guys are perfect for each other. I'm like, no, those are the pictures you see on Facebook. And a lot of those pictures were misery pictures, if I'm honest, because there were like a lot of times that I felt like really horrible when in the pictures that were taken. So I don't like any of that. So yeah, it was a big ass mess. It was a big old mess. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, moving the fuck on. And I think that's always been an irritation. So like now I don't put my shit on social media because I don't have time for that. I'm a grown ass adult and we had agreed that we were going to be people who did that shit. But I feel like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea or what was going on in his mind. I don't know if he thought I was going to say some shit. I had nothing to say. I didn't care. I literally wanted to be rid of him. So when that went down, I was just like, ugh. So that is why I had to start all the fuck over, all the way over. I went from making like almost $50,000 a year to making $10 an hour. And now I'm back up to where I was, but I had to start all the way over. I only use FB to see how badly the assholes who bullied me in high school are doing. I like to watch people sell their essential oils. No, I'm just kidding. Becky. My ex and his family does nothing but bash me on FB. No, thank you. Kelsey, damn, why? Regina, oh my God, that's me. Been in a relationship for almost 5 years. Never posted a single picture of us. Yes, Regina, that is what I'm going for. I don't want my relationship on social media ever. Like after all that mess that I went through, I was like, no, never again. There's this one girl who was like, I hate drama in all her posts, but all she does is start drama. Oh my gosh. So, Feffy, that is like the Facebook thing. So here's the thing about Facebook that I realized. There's a whole shit ton of incels on Facebook bitching about like hoes. They're always talking about hoes and bitches be and hoes be like, and like, I'm looking at these guys. Like there's this one guy who, I don't know why I have been his friend on Facebook I just don't have time to fucking get rid of him. I'm going to try to figure out a name to call him. We're going to call him Tim. So he is like constantly talking about, like he'll make this long ass post talking about like, you know, married women, stop coming to my DMs and like all this stuff. And you're making this up. Because he's not. He's very sweaty looking. He looks like he's sweating all the time. Like he just looks sweaty. Sweaty. Yes, Fefe, I did the same. Because he is a loser, but yet they blame me. Like, okay then. Ugh, I hate that. My hubs doesn't have FB and I only post the occasional pic of the animals. I hate FB. You know, I do too. Like, honestly, I really think that and my 3 best friends that I want to stay in touch with. Oh, and my friend in prison. So that's why I have it. It's not like regular prison. It's like, it's other prison. I'm like, it's other prison. But he's a victim of our poor healthcare system. So that's what went wrong there. I am strongly against, for me, putting my relationship anywhere. After that went down, like it's just once bitten, twice shy. Like I just won't do it now. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you. This chick who tried to get with my crush to hurt me is now making whiny posts about some woman ruining her family. And I'm like, yikes. Oh my God. That is like, I'm going to do that on a different live and I'll title it like The Other Woman, but we are definitely going to talk about that shit and how like ridiculous it is that women get blamed for that because it's gross. But it's been like an hour and 42 minutes, y'all. And my eyes are still hella red. Also, the only person ruining her family is her husband. The other chick didn't promise you loyalty or gave you a ring. Thank you, Feffy. If I could give you a cookie and you would accept a cookie, I would. And not an ironic cookie and not a sarcastic cookie. An actual, as Kate the Great would say, good job cookie. Like I would give you a good job cookie. Like, yes, you did it. Not like a, yeah, I'd give you a good cookie. Wait, that came off weird. Moving on. I love watching Karma sitting with my popcorn like, yes, yeah, I know. But like sometimes it goes wrong. Like it's going with the US because our karma's come back to us hard right now. I'm like, ouch. I also love cookies, but I'm a weirdo. I feel like I'm the only person who loves peanut butter cookies. Like I prefer a peanut butter or sugar cookie. Everybody else likes chocolate chip, and I'm like, I would like a peanut butter cookie. And Whole Foods really, unfortunately, does have one of the best peanut butter cookies I've ever had in my life. Another reason I hate FB, I don't want to know your dramas. As soon as someone posts about them, they're the first one to say, stay out of my... Facebook? People be on Facebook telling their whole damn lives, their whole lives. And I'm going to leave it at this. And then I'm going to have another beer and probably take a shower. It's 11. But they'll be on there telling their whole story, but they like vague book. They're like, motherfuckers want to do da 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 da, but they don't want to da 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 and da da da. And I'm the one doing all the. And then someone comes in the comments and says, "What's going on, sis?" And you know what they say back to them? They go, "DM me." I'm like, nah, we want to know the story too. We all want to know the story. You put this out, we all want to know the story. I have a weird hang up. I feel like men shouldn't eat cookies because the word cookie is too cute and adorable. Oh my God. Also, I'm high. Now that makes more sense. Michelle. If anybody knows how to make bomb ass but peanut butter cookies and can send them to me in my time of need, that would be great. I have no food. My sister-in-law and her husband posted about her and her husband about cheating on each other. Oh my God. No, but like I felt bad for this person. Like I'm not a monster and marriage is difficult and she has kids, but also she has the typical inspirational quotes person who's a hypocrite. I know it's like, have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? And you're like, yeah. Why? That girl is you. Okay. Thanks. My sister-in-law. Oh yeah. Okay. So I just saw that. Yeah. It gets a little nuts. People just get a little crazy on Facebook. I post almost nothing. No, like you literally have to be a really close friend of mine to know anything that's going on in my personal life. I purposefully set that up. So it has finally become effective. I finally, after all these years, got like the bank that we used to share to stop calling me for him. I finally think that both of them are out of my life and I can live my life the way I want to. So I am going to drink another beer and lay down because I have to get my hair done in the morning. So I will see y'all. And thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight because I needed this. Like I've been stressing out so much. So thank you. Someone I know is doing that as we speak. That's that vague underlying message to their exes when someone turns their back on you, blah, blah, blah. Come on, not every day. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a good night. Sleep well or drink well or both. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I will see y'all maybe Sunday. Bye. Deuces.